right before the game. I went out with 40 seconds on the clock before the game started, and heard from one of the trainers that Drew's knee was acting up. He's been dealing with some tendonitis. And so we went back and forth a little bit, and then the anthem started, and I asked him again after the anthem. He said it felt a little better and he wanted to give it a shot. But that was the first I had heard about it, and he was fine up until right before the game. So I know that, Mike told some of you guys that he was okay. He had no knowledge of it. I had no knowledge of it. I almost didn't start him, but decided to let it go for 5 minutes, and then it was pretty clear to me he wasn't moving well enough, and so we got him out of there. So he got treatment, and he was ruled out from there. And then, of course, Mathurin stepped in and played a great game, and so very happy for him.
Rick, what can you say about what Pascal Siakam did tonight, especially in late moments with the shots he was able to make?
Well, Pascal was great. He was great defensively. He worked hard on the boards. Look, the last 5 points, we called a timeout, went direct to him, and then he ended up with the 3 on top. And those were absolutely decisive. So, look, he's a great player. Ty's a great player. We have 2 great players on our team. The cautionary tale about this game is that we cannot lose our tempo. We cannot lose our ball movement. We cannot lose our aggression. We're not an ISO team. We're not suited or set up to be an ISO team. And if you slow down against Boston, this is what they're capable of. They're capable of striking very fast. We saw it last year. So, we need to keep our pedal on the metal. And ironically, maybe it's a little counterintuitively, as the game gets shorter at the end, a lot of people feel like the game just intuitively needs to slow down. But the truth is, for some teams, you need to continue to play fast and even faster if you can. And so that's the case with us. So, we had to survive a tornado out there, really. But guys showed a lot of character, a lot of guts. And in the end, Halliburton and Siakam made the plays.
Pre, the last 9 minutes was the best, at least on the scoreboard, you guys have looked all season. I know you just touched on some of the things that did not go well down the stretch, but what to you stood out about how well you guys were playing, or what was going well for those first 3-ish quarters?
There was a different attitude, a different vibe. We really, we did rebounding and loose ball drills this afternoon in our prep. Nobody does that. But this is the world we're living in, where rebounding missed threes has become, the ultimate Achilles heel for us. We're last in the league in rebounding those. And so we had to do something. I don't know. I didn't really even look where the whole thing ended up. Yeah, we ended up beating them on the boards, which is great. When we out-rebound teams, it helps fuel our transition and our pace, and a lot of good things happen for us.
Just to kind of keep going on that theme, Bennedict obviously gets 30 points, but he gets 11 rebounds, which is a number that stands out to you. Just what did you like about him, offense, defense, on the glass, basically complete game today in terms of just his results?
Yeah, he was tremendous. He was tremendous, and this was much needed for our team. And I made the decision we were going to go with him early, and then when Drew was ruled out, there was some shuffling and stuff, but Ben played a lot more minutes than we normally like guys to play, but he's built for it. He's tough. He has a lot of stamina, and he's got a strong will.
Ben Shepherd obviously is a guy that gets plays like this, but the rebound he gets right before the Siakam 3, and also to go there and win the jump ball after that, just how big is that point playing into the importance of possession?
Well, this is why he's an important player. He's our best guy, pound for pound, rebounding the ball. That's our bigs and our smalls. And scooping up loose balls. He just has a nose for it. He's wired for it, and so that's why it's it's hard keeping him off the floor, at times. And the way the game happened, Aaron fouls out, and then Isaiah fouls out, and we were down to 5 or 6 guys that had any experience at all. So, Shep did once again did a lot of important things for us.
You mentioned Ty up the top. What would you like about his playmaking, especially today? 12 assists. It seemed like he. I know we keep asking the same stuff, but
I think the big adjustment that Ty is making is that he's getting off the ball quicker. He's passing it ahead. I mean, the last 2 games we moved the ball ahead very well, very effectively, and when it goes up the floor, it frees him up to get open in other areas of the floor where you don't have 4 sets of eyes on him, and 5, including the guy that's guarding him. So, this is where it's again can be counterintuitive to players that getting off the ball can actually facilitate them getting in a lot better situations with the ball, and it's sometimes surrender needs to be viewed as a strength and not a weakness.
Benev, this kind of night on, after the start you guys have had this year to will your team to this one, what did that all mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot. We had a tough start of the season. A lot of ups and downs, but I feel like we pretty much starting to find a rhythm into who we are as a team. So it's been pretty good.
Rick just said, and we could even see it, the first 3 quarters of this game, you guys were crushing them up a bunch. What do you felt good about the way you guys were playing or felt different than some of these first 4 games?
We played amazing. The first 3 quarters, like you said, it was great to live, but, we can't, we just got to live in the moment. We look at the scoreboard, we're up 21, and then they hit 2 shots, up 15. It goes really, really quick. So, I think we did a pretty good job of taking care of things in the moment. I had a lot of turnovers. I had a lot of, bad decision-making plays, but I was able to go into the next play, and that was the most important thing.
Has that been something you've been focused on a lot, moving on quickly?
For sure. I mean,
like
this is every day, this is life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do in life. If I do something I know I could have done better, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing I can do to fix it. So just go into the next thing.
Just on that note, how do you feel like you got better defensively and on the glass today? 11 rebounds. I mean, what did you like as far as what you were able to do on both ends there?
Rebound. I know I could rebound. But I think defensively I made some good strides. And I still think I can be better. And I want to be better. So, that's the beauty of winning the game. You go to sleep feeling way better than. If you lose the game and go to sleep. So just watching film tonight, see what I can do better for next game, and playing less than 36 hours. So
right. I guess what specifically do you think you did better on defense today? I mean, like what was there an area that you looked at the film over the last couple and said, man, this is where I got to be better? And
you talking about today?
Defensively, yes. Like what did you look at that was specifically better today than it was the last couple?
Me or the team?
You.
Well, personally, I think there's things that don't show up in the stat sheet. They had Cornette. They have they have Keita. Taking rebounds and crack them down. Make sure we get the ball. It doesn't count as my rebound, but we make sure that we secure the ball. Those kind of stuff. Also, just being in the shift, helping my teammate. And having my teammates back for sure has been the thing that we've focused on the past couple of days.
Just, I guess, offensively, just what got you going? I mean, where do you feel like allowed you to just kind of start getting rhythm, start hitting some shots and getting some openings there?
To be honest, it's just about being in that zone. Once I make a shot, in my head I can make every shot I take. So if it goes in, it's good. Even if it doesn't go in, I still have the confidence to take the shot and make it.
Pascal, many moments I could start with, but can you take me through that last shot, the game winner late, what you were looking at, what the play call was, and how that all felt for you to hit it?
Just me and Ty just try to get a good shot. Just a little blur or just screen, trying to create little confusion. And then he gave me the ball, and yeah, I just had to shoot it, Shot's been feeling good all night, so I let it fly.
You said your shot's been feeling good. That actually ties your career high in made threes. How much of that was an emphasis for you this offseason, getting better from deep?
Yeah, I just continue to work on your game, improving. Shots gonna come. I think obviously with a team like that, sometimes they put some bigs on you. Like you got to be able to just let it go, not think about it. And that's what I was doing. Obviously, I gotta fix the free throw a little bit, but yeah, I just felt the confidence and just shoot it.
Obviously, it's early in the season, but after the 3 losses in a row, what did this win mean for you guys?
It means a lot. It means a lot. I think if you look at the way we lost, a couple of those games, our record could be a lot different than what it is right now. So it's pretty easy to just overreact or let kind of get down on ourselves after those losses. Obviously, it sucks, and we don't want to lose. And I think that I just commend the guys for sticking with it and just continue to work despite the losses, because it's easy to just feel really down after those losses. But I just try to keep telling everyone it's an up and down season. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We're trying to play our best basketball come April, May, and June. And that should be the focus. Just continue to get better every single day and improve as we go. And there's going to be some tough losses, but I also think there's going to be some good wins.
Just kind of continuing that theme, what do you think you guys did well in terms of just sort of keeping your heads after you lose a 24-point lead and go to overtime? And what, obviously had some tough breaks down that stretch, some turnovers, some things go wrong. What did you guys do just to get right in that overtime?
Yeah, it's pretty ugly. But I just thought the guys, stay together. I think that's we had 4 games against those guys where we felt like 3 of those was like the same situation as right now. So I think it was just a good learning and growth experience for us. Put ourselves in that situation again with the turnovers and not taking care of the ball and be able to come out of it with a win is big. It's huge. It shows growth because we know that in those conference final games, like we had some games just like that where if we took care of the ball a little bit more or we made some big shots, that we could have won the games.
So obviously you had some breakdowns on defense in the fourth, but up until that, you guys did a good job of holding them down. I mean, what did you like on the defensive end, and particularly on the glasses? Obviously, that's been an issue for you guys.
I think the guys are committed. I think I told Coach I'm going to be there. I'm going to try to lead the charge in that. Like I'm fighting and it's a challenge and something that I think if our defense continues to just improve and after getting those stops that we fight hard for, we can get the rebound. I think we can be special. So we just got to keep focusing on that. And I thought tonight we did that. We had some great defensive, just like possessions, and some of them we didn't get the rebound, and they made us pay for it. And we just got to keep learning.
What impressed you about Ben tonight, especially kind of the response he had after only playing 14 the other night to go off for 30 today?
Yeah, I mean, we know Ben can do that. We know he can score. I think for him is just continue to have that focus and that mindset of just like being out there, doing everything to help the team win. And because his skill offensively, like we all know what he can do. He can do that with the best of them. I think today his head was right. He was in the right place. We all playing together. Like we're trying to support him as much as we can. And same thing I told Walt. Like I told him like, it's a long season. We can't, you want to play, you put a lot of work in the summer, and you come in and you expect to have these things, but sometimes it doesn't work like that, But you can't get down on yourself. You got to continue to work, continue to earn your spot. And he did that tonight. He was exceptional and just getting to his spots. Huge for us on offense and also on defense. I thought his effort was great.